They paint the air with lies, a cover for the things we trust. Behind the curtain, mind games, day is night, night is day. They call it wild conspiracy, but can you smell the irony? Truth is lies, lies are truth. It's mind-boggling, liberally challenging. Liberally challenging. Behind the curtain, static, hidden letters, a maze. They laugh at those who dare to doubt, but every secret we scream out. They call it wild conspiracy, but can you smell the irony? Truth is lies, lies are truth. It's mind-boggling, liberally challenging. Liberally challenging.
That
Good
was,
evening, everybody.
I like it.
That was nice.
Is this enough time?
That was awesome.
I know.
That was
You
so
did a
kick
freaking great
butt.
job. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bailey. Thank you, Bailey.
No
Nick.
kidding. Thank you, Bailey. You're awesome, bro.
And he just had a grandson and he was able to pop that out. He did
That
one
was
for his
so
grandson,
nice.
Adrian, too. It was beautiful.
Did he?
Oh my God, yeah. He did a few for Easter, guys. I mean, he is just there's no wonder when we met online like 9 or 10 years ago, we just never stopped talking because we're both artists. We are on the same branch.
That's
So
cool.
I just left up our I'm not sharing anymore, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I just left up our
Mm.
new banner. I think that's what they call it, the banner. So good evening, everyone. Good evening. Bailey is fantastic. He's the one that did America for us too, which I have also. Oh, and I got
Yeah.
my plus a shirt on.
Ah,
Mom Helen. Sorry.
hey, Saul Zane, how you doing tonight? Live long and prosper.
Is Al?
Yeah. He
Or
gave
Matt?
us a good, yeah, he gave us
Yeah.
a good evening, immortals. I don't know if we're immortal or not.
I was hoping Joseph Rogers hasn't been in much. I know he comments every once in a while, but hoping he's okay. There's so many people to pray for at the moment, and I'm not like the one to understand how to pray. I just say, "Hey God, hey yo,
Right?
can you
There we
can
go.
you look out for the bunch of people that need you at the moment?" The apocalyptic Did you see that one I put up? The post-apocalyptic section is now in current affairs at a bookstore. You know
That's
why? Because
hilarious.
everything's freaking nuts.
Everything is nuts.
And it's freaking crazy, man. It's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
And actually,
Yes.
Joe is the one. I have a couple of things I want to talk about, but Joe is the one that has a conspiracy or two.
Well, yeah, it's really wild.
Are you going to
This
share that picture, or you want me to do it?
um can you do it? Because I wanted to read a couple of things for you guys
We're
about.
starting with the Patrick Swayze. Is
Yeah,
that how we're doing it?
let's start with him.
We shall start with Patrick. Give me
Because
one second.
I found that picture, right? And I go, what is I thought,
Yeah,
oh no, well, he's part of them, right? He's part
where
of
did you find? Yeah, I'm curious though. Where did you find it?
I think it popped up
Was
when
it
I
the
was
Hodgkin
scrolling through
twins?
YouTube.
It
Through
wasn't the
YouTube?
Hodgkin twins?
It could have been. I mean, I it could have been. It was a while back. It was actually a while back I found the picture.
Oh,
But
really?
then I started looking because I wanted to see about I don't I didn't think he was like that, right? So it turns out that he's not.
Like that. He's not?
No, he's not. He's
Okay.
not. As a matter of fact, that was from a movie that he did.
Uh-huh.
Um, it was Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything. He played the part of a transgender or whatever, cross dresser.
Uh-huh.
It was with John Leguizamo and Wesley Snipes.
Right.
And I say it was they were drag queens from New York City, and they were taking a trip to Los Angeles to some kind of competition that they had out there, and they went, and it was just a trip that they took. You know, they set off on a madcap road trip across America. So, and just towards Los Angeles from over there. But that's all it was, and it was that movie was made in 1995. It was an
Uh-huh.
American road comedy drama film.
Right.
Yeah, so that's
Right.
all
And
it was.
um you don't find it gay?
It's weird because he actually had been married to one woman
No, no,
from
no, no.
1975 until he died in 2009. He met a lady by the
Wait,
name of Lisa Nimi,
and she died?
Niemi. She has he did.
No, no, when did he die?
He died in 2009. He was 69 years old when he died. He was old. I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, I thought he was younger too, actually.
Mm-mm.
You see, there's something that he didn't agree with, and they got rid of him. That's what I believe, okay?
Right?
He, no matter what you say, he was popularizing this kind of attitude, this kind of behavior, making it okay. Well, if actors can do it, then politicians can do it, then anybody can do it,
Well,
right?
there is that. There's
And I'm
always
not
that.
talking about people that are gay or actually, listen, you're going to do it, you do it in your own time.
Yeah, it's your
You
life.
don't do
You
it
don't give a
at
damn.
work. You don't do it in any office or any public
Mhm.
place. You do it on your own time where it's acceptable. And that does not include children because children, it's not acceptable behavior for them at
Right.
all, or to see, witness, be there, be around.
Well, this is what he said about himself in 1995 when that picture came out. I've now ceased to worry about image because I don't care what people think of me anymore. Because I've had such a battle with what I think of me and with trying to find a way to like myself. So he didn't at that point, I guess he didn't give a shit no more. And that's why he made the picture. I don't know. Who knows? That's just what he
It's
said.
not that though. Don't you see they have to do that?
They have to say
Think back
stuff
to
like that.
Tom Hanks
Yeah.
and the little guy, that blonde guy that was in Newhart. He played the
Who are?
maid's, well, husband after a while. I can't remember his name. And not Tootsie was Dustin Hoffman, right?
Yes.
Uh I just made a meme and I can't think of the TV show, but it doesn't matter. This is what they have to do, Joe.
Well, Robin Williams did it too, remember? He made one of those movies where he
Yes.
dressed like a woman.
You can also say Monty Python has been doing it since like the
Oh
late
yeah,
60s, early
definitely.
70s.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that throughout time, men always had to do it because
Dressed
women
like
were not
women, yeah.
allowed to act.
Yep. Right.
Okay. So there are, but why? Why was it always like this? Why is it
I've always
not
wondered
many
that.
women that dress up as men and go on it
No,
just doesn't happen.
no,
They
but men
tried to
dress like
make
women. Even Flip Wilson, he was
in the
real famous
90s,
for
80s,
it.
and even the 70s, they tried to make it acceptable behavior. And the fact is, this is private stuff. You know, if you're in a group of age of sexual people at some kind of house and stuff, you could do whatever the fuck you want, you know,
Right,
within reason of killing someone and taking certain drugs.
right,
You could do whatever the hell you want.
right. Yes.
But not on the streets, not in front of people, not in public, not at work.
Yep.
Not at work. What is your job, a joke? Is your life that much of a joke?
Yeah. There's Joseph and Helen in the chat too. They're saying hi.
Oh, Joseph, I was just asking about you.
Helen said, "Bosom buddies with Tom Hanks is
Thank
another one."
you, bosom buddies. That was it.
Yeah.
It was all a start, wasn't it, Helen? It was a start in that direction.
Hmm.
Well, I
Hmm.
think some of them were born into it. Like I was
Yep.
telling Joe earlier, I absolutely believe Gene Hackman. I
Something's
think
wrong there with
there's
the.
something very
Mm,
wrong there. And let's
yeah.
not forget our past, right? So
Yeah.
there's something wrong with that whole thing.
I
Why
think it's
nobody
okay to lie
called him
to
and
us.
stuff. But we forget about the news of the other,
Mm.
Israel's bombing Gaza and Putin starting another war. Meanwhile, Trump is fixing everything up, getting Gitmo ready, getting Alcatraz. Trump is teaching us. Elon and Trump, by the way, they're teaching us.
Oh yeah.
There ain't no trillionaire that loses his mind for a second and
No.
writes what he wrote. They want people to question it. They
Yes,
want
they
people
do.
to get baffled and confused. It's part of the plan.
Yeah.
Because if you can
So,
handle this confusing shit, you're going to be able to handle a little more confusing
yeah,
stuff.
because it's going to
Was my
get
friends?
wild.
Yes.
The bumpy road
Good
we're headed
going,
up down.
Joe. It really is going to get
It's going to
freaking
be
wild.
very bumpy here pretty soon. Yeah.
Was listening. I saw a clip of Bongino and he goes, the Epstein files is such a hot potato. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. And
Well,
what?
they
He has,
haven't released really anything yet on it, so nobody really freaking knows yet. They're supposed to have already done it.
well,
So get it out there, damn them. I
he
know they said they
says
got
he
to
saw
protect
the
everybody.
video. I told you he has the cell block,
And
and apparently he has the private cell because he
yeah,
said that he
nobody went
saw the
in there.
video of the man killing himself, of Jeffrey Epstein killing himself. By the way, according to Epstein's lawyer, what was his name? David Schoen. Trump has never been near Epstein Island.
No, he
He's
was just on the
innocent.
airplane before
Yeah.
he knew what that guy was.
And I think
What
we
is
all,
what is Greluonaha? Saul Zane said He's got to go. I gotta go. Not Brulonaha. God, I don't know. They're
That
playing cat
sounds
and mouse with the
Irish. She's
rhinos.
saying
Yeah.
goodbye in Irish and
Okay.
Gaelic.
Oh, okay. That's
Braha,
pretty cool.
Braha Guna, Braha. It is Braha something or other.
Grelluonha.
Yeah, it does definitely sounds Gaelic, but I'm not.
Are they trying to teach us a new language? Right on, man. I love it. Helen said they're playing cat and mouse with the rhinos and
I
the
only know the
devils and
cuss
the
words.
mice. Yeah, I believe so. And the rats. Sorry. Yeah, devil
Now,
rats.
yeah, I know, but Bongino is not playing. To his knowledge, he's not awake, man. I could see it in his eyes. This man is not awake. And to his
Either that or they're
knowledge,
closing his eyes.
that's the thing. He's he's either being fed the wrong info to see. Oh God, I really think some people are just not awake. And I don't know about Cash. Cash is the weirdest. I gotta study him a little more again.
Hmm.
I tried to and I get bored. It's not my cup of tea. Unless I have to draw them that because well, he's odd, man. But why, Joe? Why is Bongino lying to us? Well, no.
I have no
Why would
idea
they be
why.
lying to Bongino? Because if we believe Bongino is being told the wrong stuff, okay,
Well, but he has a big following and everybody was believing him. So if they make him turn, then everybody else that was following him is going to turn. Maybe that's their thought. I don't know.
that's
It could
interesting.
be.
Um, he did
Not to be
say
trusted. You're right, Helen. Not to be trusted.
this is
None of them.
well, this is one of the things he said, Helen, and this I can't believe it because it should be like it should have been like the first thing he said that the video was Grady.
Hmm.
And I was born yesterday.
Hmm. Right.
So, so who went in there to hang himself? Already dead. He was already dead. And it wasn't Epstein. It was Tony
Somebody else. The ear didn't match. Remember? Remember we looked at the ear.
right.
It doesn't
Right. It
match.
was Hillary's brother, Rodham, Tony Rodham. Oh, my makeup's gonna come off.
I
Oh
still
wow.
think. I still think they're
Contour.
lying. So
They're not lying. Joe, the video that he had, what I want to see, okay. It's very easy to have a video of the guy sitting there and it reduplicate for
Mm,
10 minutes.
oh
For
yeah.
them to get a guy in there, hang him, he's already dead.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. I will tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. That picture of Epstein, he was already blue.
Yeah.
No. No, 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 no. No. The picture was taken like, I don't know, couldn't have been hours after. He wouldn't have been blue yet. It wasn't him. The ear was not his. It was very
Totally, the
obvious.
ear didn't match at all.
Right. And I remember
We
you were
watched
one of
that.
the only ones that believed me at that time. I
Mm.
don't know about Helen. Probably Helen
The ear
knew.
just
So
didn't
I didn't
match,
even get
man.
me.
I
No,
mean,
it
we
didn't.
matched it. We studied that ear.
Oh no,
I mean,
yeah.
big time, man. It was not the same ear. It's not.
So they put up this guy. It only takes them 5-10 minutes. They practice it. They have
Yeah.
Tony looks a lot like him, probably the same
Mhm.
stature, the white hair. They put him in a noose of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Another were we born
Yeah.
yesterday?
I don't
This
think the
Grady
camera was
video because in 2000 when was it 2000
when
or was it 18 19 whenever it was
18 or
we really
19.
had Grady video. I mean our video can be Grady but we have a background going and it's moving and I'm still looking pretty not Grady except for me disappearing
Yeah.
which is not going to be in a New York jail.
No.
Was it Rikers? I don't know. He was in one of the, or
He
the
was
one
in
in
the New
Brooklyn, was
York
he in?
place. He was in one of the New York
You
jails,
know how many ins and outs there are in that
and
one? In
and the
the
cabin, the cameras were not broken.
That doesn't
They
make
said they were
sense.
turned
Just
off,
like
right?
just like the call from Hillary I always mention,
So
calling Anderson Cooper afterwards. It was so like
wait a minute. Wait a minute now.
people.
But wait a minute about the cameras. I could have swore they first told us that the cameras were turned off. So if the cameras were turned off, how did they get how did they get a video of him killing
You're
himself?
right.
Didn't they tell us the cameras were turned off? I could have sworn they did. They told us that.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
why it's this. Maybe it is the cell block video
Yeah.
from all the way in the back.
Yeah, they were cut off.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
okay.
did say it was the cell block video. So I might
Okay.
have misspoken earlier. Maybe it
All right.
was from, maybe that's why it's so grainy, greedy.
Okay.
Grainy.
Grainy.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I was
I don't
hoping
know.
Dana would come
I
on.
don't know if I still believe him or not, man. It's just doesn't make
No,
sense to me.
I believe he's seeing what they want him to see.
Yes.
And what he is seeing is what looks to be a man hanging himself.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it really is.
Yeah.
Sorry. I keep
And the
saying
guards
this
were
isn't
sleeping,
playtime anymore.
and somebody was seen leaving the prison in the middle of the night in a van. Yeah,
Oh,
there's all that, right?
that's
So,
not that's not Gaelic, by the way. No. Grillo Luna.
yeah.
Sounds more Hawaiian.
Ah, maybe, huh?
Well, you owe?
I don't know.
They do that kind of shit in Hawaii. It's usually OU in America,
Oh,
like loud, LOUD, right? I don't know how these things pop in my head. Let me just check if Dana is around because it's 3 hours earlier for him. He
oh,
looked,
that's right.
he didn't
Yeah.
even look at it now. I know he went golfing earlier, but he had a lot of things to talk about, and some of them were
Pretty cool.
outrageous. On my live
Pretty
the other
cool.
day, I kept saying things like, I'm not speaking correctly. It's very confusing. To me, everything is one. All right. I'm trying to say it like that now. Please start believing there is a cabal because guess what? There is a cabal.
There is
Most of
a
them
cabal.
are destroyed. It is all the same thing. From prior to Kennedy, from prior to industry civilization, prior to probably the Renaissance, these people have been around.
Hmm. Yeah, they have.
Trump knew it way before many of us. I believe there's a handful. Jesse Ventura, of course, Q, JFK Jr., Princess Di. Roseanne Barr didn't know, for example. She didn't know. Now she knows. Roseanne Barr is awake, people.
So she's
She
doing
ain't
that
gonna call into
podcast.
any conservative show if you don't ask the right fucking questions, because she's
Sure.
awake. Trump is a great teacher, guys. Don't forget. He's an excellent teacher. I am not. When I was trying to say, okay, I kept saying Dodge is ours. What I mean is Tesla. It doesn't make sense, and it will never make sense to me that this guy got Tesla's name for his car or anything. Doesn't make sense. Now, I'm gonna guess Nikola Tesla. He died in New York. He must have been an American citizen, which means what, folks? Does that mean Tesla, Elon Musk gets the rights to all that information that a lot of us have seen? Because whoever had Telegram, I think even Periscope, some Facebook and Instagram, they saw what I saw. And it was a lot of Tesla's notes. And then you look on YouTube and you'll hear all about it. It's all over the place. So why would Elon Musk own this idea? Tesla's idea. He doesn't, we do. This is what I was trying to say. Dodge and Elon are all one. They can never separate. Let's pretend Elon is a robot. I am a robot. It's Daleks. For those that know Doctor Who, okay.
Oh,
It's our futures, guys. And they're gonna fuck with the stock market a lot too.
oh
Because
yeah, there already are.
right. Well, it's not, if we're gonna go into Nasara soon, it's gonna be a different,
Yeah, they're gonna
it's gonna be a
change a lot of
Trump
things.
system. Forget about them using vibrations instead of fingerprints to ID us. It's going to be a whole different monetary system.
Hmm.
And this has happened before. I mean, you can go back to the 60s when silver used to be in coins like quarters and dimes, and nickel
Right.
used to be in nickels and copper and pennies, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
At least 90 to 100%, and then it went down and down, and now we have nothing. Who the hell knows what the hell? Lead? What is our shit made of?
10.
Yeah, it doesn't sound the same. Aluminum, tin,
Mm-mm. Yeah.
bad crap we shouldn't be holding, I'm sure.
Right.
Plus, it's a thing of the past. Paper money and coin money. Why? Why? Does anybody know why? Anybody? Mrs. Johnson, I know why.
Why,
It's
Mrs.
fucking
Johnson?
filthy.
Yeah.
Trump knows it's
Yeah.
fucking filthy. Why? Because he owned a casino. He owned a bunch of casinos, and they stopped with quarters long ago. Long ago. I mean, I remember when we used to use quarters, so maybe it wasn't that long ago. No, it is. It's 25 years ago, I guess. Yeah, 25.
Yeah. Quarters for the phone,
They
please.
still have both,
Quarters.
but
Quarters for the phone, please.
yeah, which we don't need anymore, right? Which I still
Right.
need a new phone. I keep forgetting
Or
about that.
quarters for the air machine.
Right. It's all going to be stubs or tickets or something
Mm.
else. They're going to have something else. I'm telling you, some kind of USB
Yeah.
memory card thing. Maybe we'll all
Yeah.
do it in our phone. Maybe our vibration, it will let us know, hey, you got, that would be excellent. Nobody could rob us. If we're dead, they can't use, we have no vibration if we're dead, so they can't use our body.
Right.
So technically you can't get robbed because everybody has a different vibration, just like a different ear print and thumbprint. How they can tell you from your teeth. Teeth are very important, my friend. They very well are
Teeth and
important.
bones. Teeth and bones.
Teeth, bones, feet. Well,
Mm.
everything's important, but
Yeah.
do you have
So
ever
Helen,
do this?
yeah, Helen said Trump right now is weeding out the cabal in his cabinet and is definitely working with Musk. Fight is fake as fuck. He deleted all his tweets. You're right. You're right.
Who is fake?
Huh? The fight.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I knew that from the beginning. Yeah. Now you can tell.
No, that's just the perfect way to say it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Trying to learn Instagram. I don't like it too much, but
Mm-hmm.
me and my nephew talk on it, so and he's gonna be on soon. I'm gonna do a video for him. He's gonna play one of his originals. He'll be graduating in September. I'm hoping he
Hey,
comes back to the
congratulations, buddy.
East. Yeah, right. There's a lot of kids that graduated now. He's got another.
But he's worked hard. He's been at it.
Oh, he got a
Working
couple scholarships, just like his Auntie Cat. Original
hard.
and scholarship
Yeah.
one.
Good deal.
Art scholarships aren't that hard to no, they're not that easy either.
Mhm.
I was
College.
good though. I taught even when I was my own scholarship. I cleaned up, I helped them.
Mm,
I loved being around my professors. I was
yeah.
a geek.
Yeah,
All right.
but when you're doing it, it's kind of college is a little bit rough when you're there doing it, when you're in the moment. It's pretty tough.
Well,
It's
for
not
me,
when
the
you get
traveling
out and
was
you
like
look
two and a
think
half
that.
hours, 3 hours
Mm.
each way, Joe.
But it was
People
like fun.
complain.
I think back on
I
it and
live
I
in New
think that
York
was
for a
fun.
day. Huh?
And I think back on it and it was fun.
For
You
you,
know, I mean,
yeah.
I did studied a lot. I did a lot of studying and shit, but it was fun.
It's funny. They they teach you what to study, but they don't teach you how to study.
No, they don't. And they do teach you where to find it though.
When my dad had to
All the
take
information.
his he took a lot of different classes.
Mm-hmm.
Um one was a lot of like not one, I think it was like four were children's psychology classes. What happened to that? I don't think they do that shit anymore.
Maybe they should.
You know, it's child psychology. There's some things that don't change in children.
Right.
You know, they're all taught the same or should be taught similar to the same ways, which definitely don't happen in our public schools. Everything is like by class.
Right.
It's one of those words. He's my classmate. Why? Because he's your level. Really? Oh, she gets to skip a level because, she came from another school that taught differently. It's ridiculous. All right. Do you have anything else, Joe? Because
No, but I did at the last minute. I did find one. I'm going to mention it on the next one. It's pretty cool. It's about some people that are in South America that share no DNA with anybody currently living.
well, what now?
They do not share any DNA with anybody living now. Their DNA is different.
In South America?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, South Africa?
No.
What
South
did you?
America.
South America. You did say South America.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? It was
That's
cool. I just found
unexpected.
it, and so I'm gonna look that one up, and I'll let you guys know the next time. It's pretty cool. So I just started on this one.
Just one or two things I'm just gonna say. Trump is a fantastic teacher. This is all a lesson. We might not see it now, but things will be relevant and obvious soon enough, I'm hoping. Uh, it seems like it could be World War III, but I promise you, we've already been through it. It's being wrapped up, is what's going on. And we're seeing the end of it to make
It
it
was like a
look like
quiet war. Yeah, it was like a quiet war.
correct. It wasn't no
Um,
Cold War. Things were going
no,
on that we were
but it was a
unaware of.
battle. Oh, and it was a
Say
battle.
it, say it. The cabal is real.
Hmm.
When I hear someone other than Glenn Beck and Mark Dice say the cabal is real, I think we're gonna all move on. I think that's what Trump is fucking waiting for. What are these fools on Fox 5 and everything waiting for? Come on now. Come on. Are they that wrapped up in their own damn bubble? They can't even see. Look, I'm sorry to say this. Elon Musk did exactly what Comey did. Right? Comey took a picture of the seashells and then posted on his Instagram
Oh
and
yeah.
then took it down and then
Mm-hmm.
deleted his old Instagram, right? Maybe that's what's going to happen with Twatter. Maybe well, that's what Mama Helen calls it. Maybe, he already took, I believe Elon already took down the comment that he knew was a lie. Why would he look? Come on, people. It's all a game and it's a distraction more than anything. But maybe Twatter will be taken down too.
Yeah. Remember the words Sleight of hand.
That's
Watch and look at over here while the other hand does something over here.
you'll they're all fake Trump still.
Yeah. Oh
The
yeah.
one who put his hand on the Bible and to be sworn in was the real Trump, his
Yes, it
first
was.
term, and he's never been sworn out. Remember, guys, he never conceded,
Right. He did never conceded.
but yet the whole world conceded to this man. Fact, fact. I have found the video and we're going to go over it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see how he bows down, how they bow down to our great president. There's a
That they
couple
do.
of them.
That they do.
He is teaching us. He is. All right. Oh, yeah. We have to work on the Dem-Dums too. We're going to do
Yes.
Dem-Dums too.
A little comedy thing. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I want to go over words, but I want Dana to be in here. I was hoping he'd be done today. I know he went golfing, but they call him into work on the weekends too. I don't know.
I know how it worked out as getting called into work. Yes, I does.
The other thing, I didn't see much about it, but
Mm.
apparently Garcia is back. Mama Helen should have. I know you're not feeling too great, Mama, because I want to go over the clones too, Mama. But I think you would probably know Garcia is back. That the
Oh,
guy, the
the
MS-13. What was
MS-13.
it?
Why'd they bring him back?
Something about putting him on trial here. Was that it?
For his due process. Because illegals deserve due process. They didn't have due
Well,
process coming in.
if he actually did something wrong in the US, yes. If it's before that and he did in where is he from, El Salvador or whatever,
Yeah.
that's
He
different.
was
But if he
already in
did,
prison, so why not just leave him fucking there? He wasn't never getting out.
because you still have to give him a sentence here if he did something. I mean, he beat up his wife, but apparently they got back together, right?
Yeah, he did it
Like, you
twice, from
see,
what I understand.
I don't think it's him. That was a good swap. They're trying to save people, I think, in
Hmm.
certain areas. Certain areas still have it bad. Please don't forget the Gaza Strip and the Palestinians and the
Human
Israelis.
trafficking is what Helen said. That's why they brought him back. Human trafficking. Oh yeah, he was doing that. That's right. Yeah, they did. He could.
So
They
then
saw him in a van doing that.
he would
Right.
have had a tribunal. That's
Hmm.
the military taking care of all that. So he's dead. It's somebody else. It was easy for they got somebody else in here. They snuck somebody. Anybody ever watch Hogan's Heroes? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
They
good, man.
used
I
to
like
do,
that.
yeah, they could do it in front of our eyes and nobody would notice with the makeup and masks and
Oh,
everything they
that's
have.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
That is so true. Yeah,
It's
'cause-
these all these plane crashes and it doesn't make sense. And if it
yeah,
doesn't
we've seen
make
some of these
sense,
people wearing masks.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
we all have.
Yeah, there was some. There was even Mr. Joe Biden was whoever was playing that dude that was wearing a mask at one time. We saw it when he scratched the back of his head. You could see it. Come on, man. You could see it. It was a mask. You could see it.
Yeah, how does that shit get circulated and not put to an
And
end or
I mean,
something?
it's like there's so much evidence against these people. I mean, there's tons of evidence. There's tons of it. And the judges say, no, that you can't accept that. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Because we have to teach
I say accept
we
the
have to
fucking
teach the
evidence and get rid of
countries
these
we
pieces of
have to
shit.
teach
I
we have
know.
to teach the country laws, Joe.
Hmm.
How do you teach the country laws? But to show
By
them.
obeying them. By obeying them in front of everybody.
Well, and showing people what
No
happens when you
murder.
disobey
Check his
laws.
knuckles for tats.
Are you understanding me, Joe?
Yeah, I know.
The great teacher Trump is teaching everybody,
I
and
know.
Elon and whoever else,
It's
even
taken him.
maybe possibly Bongino, are teaching us the law.
Yeah. Well, you know when Bongino did that interview, didn't he look like he was slumped in his chair a little bit though? Like he was had been like he had given in or something? You don't think so?
All I could say is I honestly, yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Thinking about it, yeah, I could see that. He had that tannish suit on, I think.
Yeah.
But Cash, the two of them were very, very different people at that interview.
Yes.
Cash is weird. Something going on. Hopefully we'll figure that out, or they'll
Yeah,
tell
something
us
didn't feel
eventually.
right about that to me. That interview, something just didn't feel right.
It's all done intentionally, though.
Hmm. I believe that. And I
Okay,
believe they
so
did it. But I don't know why. I do wonder why they did that. Let's see
what
what Helen
if
said.
what if Cash Patel wasn't really there on the set? What if he was CGI?
Interesting.
Right? Okay, he wasn't sweating. Not that I noticed. Bongino was, so maybe he was there. Say Bongino was being introduced to something that very night. I'm just, these are examples that could be.
Like a body double with or somebody with a mask.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Could have been a robot. It could be CGI, which is, in other words, Cash could be sitting somewhere safe, maybe in his home, the White House, I don't know, Mar-a-Lago, in a very cool area. And his image, his CGI is um
Talking.
live stream, though. It's
Yeah.
live. So what he says, it says right away. So he's cool. He's not really there.
Right. He's at
He's
his
in
you
another
think he might
area
be at
that's
home?
cool. Meanwhile, Bongino's sweating under all the lights that are actually there, but Bongino knows that's a CGI also. And he's freaked out because it's the first time he's ever seen it.
Mm.
The only thing that makes me think a little different is because he reaches out to him at one point, he kind of just like, oh,
Yeah.
you're telling too much about, I think it was the Hoover building or something.
Ah,
And,
yeah, because they're closing that building, right?
but maybe he was told to do that too. He could be acting. Yes. Which maybe we'll talk about another time because there's some things about that too. But people, if there's anybody, I mean, we've worked on so many people, me and Mama Helen, even Joe, we've given it our best, but
What?
no, people are afraid to say there was an Illuminati. That Diddy, that Epstein, that Bill Barr, that Soros, that Howard Stern,
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're
that
that wrong.
Tom Hanks, they were all a part of.
Yeah. So
What
Helen
is
think
wrong with you guys? Wake the fuck up. Say
Helen
it.
thinks
Trump is
Bongino
being.
is stupid and Cash is a traitor.
What happened? Who said that?
Helen thinks Bongino is stupid and Cash is a traitor. Do you really think that?
No,
I don't think
not
that
me. I
either.
think
I
Bongino is
don't.
waking up for the first time.
I don't think Cash is a traitor either.
Yeah, I don't think he's a traitor. I
No,
don't think
because
there's any
he
traitors
was
in Trump's organization
well, he
administration.
was followed. Wasn't he investigated and followed and harassed by the FBI?
Right, which makes it
Yeah, so he
the
wants
prior
payback, right?
FBI, which makes it
Yeah,
more sense that he isn't a traitor. I just
right.
don't think I don't know what he is. We'll have to talk
Mm.
about that next time.
You have
We'll
to
have to
look
talk
into
about
that
that
too.
next time.
We got some people to look into.
I know I want to hear about that North American thing. That sounds really
South
interesting.
American.
Darn it. We're in North America. My head might be in South America at the
There
moment.
you go, right? I've gone south.
All right then. I was just trying to remember a joke, but I can't remember. I think it was something like maybe I'll save it for next time. Yeah, I'll save it for next time. Because I like to tell my stories instead of just telling it out like a joke. So sorry guys, no joke today. But I do have my pussy shirt on for Helen. Meow meow, looks like Pepper. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you, Joseph. And
Peace out, guys.
who
Thanks
stopped
for watching,
by?
everybody. Please give us a like.
Alan and Mac. Okay. Alan and somebody else. I forgot now. Sal.